Good morning, Eric.
Good evening, Wood.
How are you? How was your week?
Yeah, fine. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for
good,
asking.
okay. Yeah. Do you want to hear the voicemail for the week?
Yeah, of course.
All right, I want to hear it too.
Calling. I'm calling for you. Calling.
That's not what I expected.
Right out of the blue.
That's pretty good.
And it's pretty cool.
And that's,
Oh, it's still
that's all I
going?
have to say. Hack wolfing out. Bye.
Oh, okay, bye.
Oh,
Thank you so much, Hack Wolfen, for leaving the voicemail.
thank you.
Hey, that's the first cover we've ever had of one of our songs.
Wow,
That was really good.
that's quite a month. Those are some good.
Cold calling out of the blue. You know, when the intern said that, the intern did tell us that we were going to have a cover. We hadn't heard it, though. I kind of expected, like, some beats to come in, some music to come in. So when it cut hard to cold calling.
Okay, what you should do is send that to me. Leave that with me, and I'll.
Yes.
I'll pay that.
Yes. Oh, you hero. Okay. Yeah,
Hey,
that's decided.
Don't we owe them a valued viewer certificate?
Do we? Was it that they won? You know, I was actually going to bring that to you this week. I was going to surprise you with it. But we have been tied up with something else that we can talk about later that's taken all my time. But by episode 10, I swear we will have this form. And I know I joke a lot that it's your responsibility because I really wish that you would take it.
Look, it's funny because I think about it at the most like inappropriate times. I'm like falling asleep, like almost asleep, and I'm like, "Ooh, valued viewer form."
I think about it nonstop, and it's like weighing me down. So by next episode 10, we will have it. Whether you do it or I do it, we will have it. We'll send out is it 2 winners or 3 winners?
3 so far.
3 winners, and then moving forward, we'll get more winners. I can't wait to start sending this thing out.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a production. Me signing it, you signing it.
oh yeah, it's gonna be cross-continental.
How was your week?
Yeah, good. I have one thing of news that I will talk about during my story time. But my week was good. I started my teaching job this week, on Monday. So it's my school teaching job. So I'm doing as a music teacher. It's okay. It's all right.
It's
you know
okay.
Like,
what do you mean it's okay?
I'm just
Oh no.
personally, like with new jobs, I'm really just picky with new jobs because like I really love the old job that I had, which was working at the phone and computer repair store. Loved it, loved gelling with the people, loved sitting in an office and just kind of, being able to browse the computer, whatever. This, I'm walking around the school, I'm working with students who don't really care.
Oh.
Because like
so this is going to turn into one of them movies where the students don't really care, but you somehow inspire them into it, and at the end of the month or end of the year you have like the big concert where they're all like super into music.
That's what the plan is. Like, okay, so it's teaching grade 4, 5, and 6. So I'm going to 4 different classes through the day, and then doing so I'm teaching kids drums. I'm like teaching them hand drums. So I'm trying to teach them like rhythms and stuff like that. So half of the kids are interested, half the kids don't care, and they're just kind of joking around and playing games, whatever. So it's hard to keep a whole group focused. And then I'm doing one-on-one guitar lessons with other kids. So it's like working from 10 to 4 with like maybe 30 different kids over the day. So it's okay. It's all right, man. I'll warm up to it.
I hope it grows on you. You know what's growing on me?
Your mustache.
My mustache. We didn't even talk about it because
that's great. I love it.
I revealed it in the pre-show, and I think Erek had a good reaction. We can put that up on the YouTube channel separately. But I was really holding off on shaving the last 2 weeks because I've been growing out the entire thing so that right before we go live with a show, I was quickly going to go and shave, which I did. And there's so much hair in the sink right now. I just left there and come back with this full mustache. I didn't want to commit to full clean shaving. So I did what you did with like the stubble. And
I haven't done the full clean shaven yet with the mustache. I've like, when you're shaving, like if you're going to go clean shaven, sometimes I'll leave the mustache and then go like, ew, and then shave it off quickly. But now I've really embraced it now to the point that I don't know if clean shaven is going to allow me to embrace the mustache anymore.
I honestly thought I was going to hate it. Like I thought I was doing it as a big joke and I was going to sit down here and laugh and hate my life for 2 hours. But even like in the mirror, I was like,
damn, that's good.
Maybe I think I'm getting old. I don't know. A mustache suits me now, which is not a good sign. But I'm just staring at myself conceitedly and constantly in this mirror, this camera of me here. And I like it. I like
It's
it.
just you're looking at yourself for the entire podcast.
I'm so worried that I'm going to end the podcast and Kim's going to see it and be like, oh, good one. All right, so go shave that off then.
She's probably going to see all the hair in the sink and be like, all right, something's going on.
Oh, God. All right. Well, other than my mustache, I have something else that's been going on this week that I'm really excited to talk about.
Woo.
And it goes a little something like this.
Have you ever wanted to spend a lot of someone else's money?
Hi, I'm Wood. I'm 30 years old, and you can spend my money. I'm gonna buy something. A big purchase! Yay! Thanks, everyone. I am buying something big. I keep breathing in this strand of hair. I talked last week.
I nearly spit my coffee out all over everything.
We talked about last week how I was stuck inside for COVID the last couple of years or so. I have a bunch of money saved up, and I wanted. Has it not been? It feels like it. And I have all this excess of money I wanted to waste on something big. And I reached out to the valued viewers, the people listening to the podcast, and I said, hey, shoot me DMs on Twitter, Instagram, with just stupid things that I could buy. And I actually did get a lot of people recommending things. And I want to, with you, talk about them and see what you think I should buy. And I say you, Erek, because the intern needs to remain unbiased for this, and we will come back to that.
Okay.
So,
yes.
all right, the first one I'm going to pull up on the screen is actually kind of funny. So this is from Ryan, sent me a Twitter DM, and he said that I should buy one of those one-wheel hoverboard skateboard things that you stand on. It's called a pint or a one-wheel pint or something, which kind of looks cool. But when you see something else that was recommended, it makes this look like weak sauce.
All right. Look, it reminds me of Saturn.
Planet?
I can see that.
The planet?
And the planet.
Yeah.
What's that got to do with anything?
I don't know. It looks like Saturn. Okay. It looks really cool.
Oh God. All right. So that's that. Moving on from your dad joke. Next, we had Margot recommend I buy this, which is a in-home plant growing case kit thing where it's a regulated temperature and you can grow whatever you want year round. Now,
whatever you want.
Now, the picture here does not exactly have something that is classified illegal in many states. But it does look very much like something that is classified illegal in many states. Unless it is actually that thing. I don't actually know what that thing looks like.
It's hard to make out.
I don't know. Okay, so obviously this person is insinuating they want you
They
to
are
grow.
definitely insinuating. I mean, maybe because my friend Billy actually recently bought something like this and he's just growing herbs. No, listen. It's in his kitchen, right? There's like herbs in it. There's like oregano.
Some herb, eh?
I swear.
Okay.
Is it medicinal?
There's
Medicinal
in the
herb?
kitchen.
There's strawberries too. Like, this is a married man with a kid, okay? I swear to
Edibles.
God.
Okay. He's growing edibles.
I swear to God. Intern, shut up! I swear to God. But I do think that this is intended for something that I don't need it for. So let's scrap that.
I get it, but I mean, the kitchen is the best place to have some pots.
When I first saw it, from now on, I'm ignoring your dad. I need like a sound effect for your dad jokes.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. When I first saw that, I was like, actually, that'd be kind of cool. I could grow my own herbs for cooking. Shut up, intern. Hydro Bear on Twitter recommended that I buy. This is just a statement. They didn't link anything. Buy a Pac-Man arcade machine and have yourself or someone else spray paint it to make it look cool.
Doesn't the Pac-Man arcade machine look cool?
What?
Yeah.
It would already look pretty cool, I thought. Like, what do you want
Like,
me
is he talking about an original?
I
Or-
don't know because there was no link to it. Better suggestion than Ezekiel's suggestion, which was just 3 words, a fursuit.
We're not playing that game.
Now, if we were to do a category in the 2Bs for best furry YouTuber, that fursuit could come in handy. But other than that, I think that's relatively useless. Then we come to a little suggestion that I got immediately as we went off air last week from someone that we have all grown to love with the deep, sultry voice that is the intern.
Oh, no, it's not me. No.
The intern suggested I buy this. Intern, do you want to tell us what this is?
All right, so yeah. Okay, you guys know who makes the Segway, the original Segway. They're called Ninebot, right? That's the name of the company. And they make these go-karts, and they are made for drifting. They are designed for drifting. They're electric, though. They're not gas. It's like a mini Tesla that you spin around in and skid out on in your back neighborhood, or hopefully it's street legal. I have no idea. Or on a sanctioned track that's totally legal. And yeah, it's basically your own Mario Kart, and it's electric. It's got this amazing torque. Oh, yes.
It can
looks like so much fun.
It can hit 23 miles an hour.
Wow.
It has
Yes.
LEDs, it has reflectors and everything, so it seems like you can drive it on the street. Something that's cool about it too, that I alluded to earlier with the first wheel thing, is that the back of it actually pops out and becomes a hoverboard. If you just want to use the back as a hoverboard. Here's the thing though. How much is it, intern?
It might be a couple thousand. I'm not sure. It's a bunch of money.
$2,000.
I think that's kind of a good price.
Is it? Well, it is on sale on Amazon at $1,700.
Ooh,
I know.
20%
how
off.
can you, at risk of sounding biased, how could you afford not to buy it at that price?
And it comes with 2-day shipping, so I really wouldn't have to wait long to start skidding around the streets.
Could have it by Thursday.
Now, initially when I saw this, I scoffed. I did a big, there's no way I'm buying that, right? Throughout the week, I have been thinking about it more and more. And what if I did turn it into a video for the second channel or even the main channel where I try and actually take Mario Home Circuit, what's the word? Augmented reality game for Switch, and somehow manage to make it work with this thing. And I build Mario Kart Circuit in real life. That would mean more than anything, Erek, I could claim this on tax because it's technically used in a video.
I mean, at a 100% tax write-off.
Yes.
To do a Mario Kart video with a life-size go-kart. I mean, why? Yeah.
And then for the rest of my life as an adult, as a 30-year-old plus man with a mustache, I was going to say with a mustache, I would own a go-kart that goes 23 miles an hour.
Yes. Oh man, that would be so cool. You go to the convenience store, pick up groceries.
All right. Well, I'm not going on the highway with it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You could. I wonder if you could go through a drive-through with that.
That would be good for the video. There is a Taco Bell down the street. I could go through Taco Bell drive-through in a go-kart. Am I doing this? Like should I buy this?
I mean, it already sounds like you've made up your mind before we even went on.
If I buy this, I'll do it before next week, and I'll let you know on episode 10.
Okay. That sounds good.
Oh, man.
I can't believe I'm going to buy a $2,000 go-kart. No one tell Kim.
What would be even funnier if we had all this conversation and it was by your side there and you're like, hang on.
No, that would be good. That would be good. But I did just have a thought. If when I go downstairs and I tell Kim I'm going to buy a $2,000 go-kart, if for whatever reason she has an issue with it, I can say, well, it's either go-kart or mustache. I mean, which one do you want to... Be a shame if she likes the mustache. It'll kind of backfire on me.
Oh, was that a joke? Hey, what time is it?
It's about 8 o'clock where I am. What about you?
It's time for the two me's.
Okay, great. Sorry. I was drinking water and I was getting really into the song. The two bees. All right, quiet. Hold on. Sorry, the intern has sound effects of me now.
That's
Can you play
totally
that again?
throwing me off.
If you hear that sound, it's not me thinking. It's an audio cue that the intern stole from an audio sample I sent him. He's got a couple of them. What time is it, Eric?
I mean, it's 11:02 a.m. right
No,
now.
we've
but it's
covered
time
that.
for-
Tubies.
Okay, yeah.
Tubies.
It's time for the Tubies. Okay, so last week we introduced our own version of the Oscars, but for YouTubers, right?
Yeah, no.
So
it's going well.
we kind of established that. Now we've refined it to some categories. Let's go over the categories here.
I'd love to.
Best DIY channel.
Gotta
We
love it.
have best animals on YouTube.
Yeah, so I think I'm a front runner for that one, honestly, but I'm not gonna remain unbiased.
Most informative gaming channel.
Me too. Yeah, me. Keep going.
Most handsome YouTuber.
Oh, well.
Look,
Got a
I'm gonna go
got a
ahead and already
mustache
win
now.
that.
I got a mustache now. I don't know.
I don't know. I got some tough competition. best retro gaming YouTuber. Best long form content.
I love it.
Best Japan YouTuber.
Yeah, and look, so this is all on the back of Oscars. Because why shouldn't we, as YouTubers and internet content creators, get our own award show?
Yeah.
Streamies who? So we're going to create it with Tubies. We had you guys call in last week and give us suggestions, which is how we got most of these categories. Eric and I, we were going to sit down and fill out the nominees through the week, but then realized we're not 100% qualified for that.
No.
Don't really know what we're doing. So we're going to have you guys call in right now on our number, which is, I'm not stalling, I know what it is, 210-951-4927. Call in right now and suggest people for the categories we just listed. So, for example...
I mean, you could call in and be like, best animal on YouTube and say that cute dog or something on that.
That's a great example.
I'm just trying to,
And for handsome YouTuber, you could call in and say that handsome YouTuber on YouTube.
Yeah, that one guy.
That guy. Do we have anyone call? Yeah, we do. Intern's talking.
Yeah, we do have. We've got some callers. So yeah, look, we need the Academy, aka the viewers, to help us whittle down the list here, so that way when we go for episode 10, we can announce the winners.
And I'll
Give out
put
some
a
awards.
tweet out throughout the week too that you can vote on the winners. This is always an awkward transition because the intern,
I know, right?
The intern can't hear us when he's doing this. He's just vetting calls and talking to people, and we're here like, get him on in. He doesn't know if we're ready to get him on in.
Can I just tell you right now, like, I'm fashion over function. I mean, it's like 40 degrees in this garage right now. I'm freezing.
Can I tell you right now that I still have the go-kart on the screen from the last bit?
Yeah, I know.
Why don't you say anything about that?
It's in the chat, and it's in our call chat. Intern said hi to go-kart.
Oh,
I'll have
I don't even have that open.
I'll have fun cropping that out in post later today. I'll just put like a big like fake Oscar.
Put the word "not" next to it, so it's like not a go-kart.
Not a go-kart. You know what? I'm really digging the mustache now that I can see
I know.
it.
I'm really like, yeah.
It's really working for you.
I know.
I enjoy
I'm actually really worried about what Kim says, because if I go downstairs, because Kim's not going to care if I want to keep it, but if I go downstairs and she makes a face, or she's like, oh, that's not, you can, but oh, it would just be disheartening, and I'll be like, all right, I'll go ahead. I'll go shave this bad boy off.
Yeah,
Sorry.
she can be like, oh, I don't care if you have it, but
Yeah.
All right. We've got a couple people in the waiting room if you'd like one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd
Great.
love one. Thank you.
All right, here we go.
Mhm.
Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Good.
Good. What category are you calling in to suggest a YouTuber for?
Most wholesome YouTuber.
Okay. And what do we have?
Switch Force.
Oh, that is very wholesome. There's a couple of them behind that channel too. A couple of wholesome boys, I think, working on that one. Are you a fan of Switch Force?
Yes.
Are they your favorite Switch channel on YouTube?
No.
Good.
I was gonna say I know a guy.
That's a great suggestion. We're putting it on the list right now. Do you have anything else you want to add?
Just that I love your videos.
Oh, that's not what I meant, but I'll take it. Thank you so
that's
much.
wholesome in itself.
That is wholesome in itself. Thank you. Thank you so much for calling in. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
They
That's
were
great.
they were
was-
I don't want to use the
right.
word adorable, but I guess wholesome's a better word.
Right to the
So-
point.
All right, so we've got a couple other people. By the way, if you guys tried to call in a moment ago and went to voicemail, keep trying because I'll You know, I can only handle one person at a time, but keep it up. And here, I'll bring someone else in here.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are y'all doing today?
Great. How are you?
Good.
I'm good. For Best Japan channel, I'd have to say Abroad in Japan.
We actually
yes.
have them on the list already, so that is a. I'll count that as a vote towards their name.
Yeah, we'll
They're
count that
already
as a
one
vote.
up. They're winning right now.
Wow.
Most Wholesome, Leonhardt. He does a lot of Pokemon opening videos. He donates a lot of money to charity. He was on American Ninja Warrior to
what?
donate all the money to charity.
Was he real? I didn't know he was on that. Yeah, I actually know of him. I talk with him. He's very nice and very wholesome. That's 100%. Yeah, on the list. All right.
Also,
Yeah.
before you spend the money, I would suggest a box of Pokemon XY Evolutions
Oh.
for your big purchase.
That's yeah. Maybe. I appreciate the suggestion.
That's about $900.
Yeah, it is, but that's the kind of thing that I'd probably end up doing anyway and opening it on stream. I was looking for something like big and grand, you know, like a go-kart.
Yeah, you can open your $900 Pokemon cards while riding your go-kart.
Riding the go-kart.
I mean, come on.
Thank you so much for calling in. Great suggestions.
All right. Y'all have a great night.
You too.
Thanks, you too.
Well, morning for Eric.
I mean, you know.
All right, we'll get someone else in here. The intern can only handle one person at a time.
Oh.
So we don't want to overload
Hi, how are
him.
you?
Good, you guys?
Yeah, great.
Good.
Fantastic. Who are we talking to, actually?
Aaron Hughes from Oregon.
Oh, hello, Oregon. Actually, why don't we always do that? I always want to know where people are.
That's a good idea.
From now
Yes.
on, we will always, if you call into the show, sorry to interrupt you here, Oregon, but if you call into the show, always let us know your name and
Wait,
where you're
wait.
from.
I think. Did you say you're calling from Oregon?
No,
Your
I
name
know
isn't
they're calling
Oregon?
from, I called them the state they're calling in from to be funny. So I didn't mean to blow your mind there. Sorry, let's get back to topic. Do you have a
Anyway.
suggestion for us?
Yeah, I wanted to suggest a wholesome content.
Yeah, go for it. That list is
Okay.
growing strong.
Doodad.
Doodad?
Yeah, do you guys know Doodad?
No, otherwise I wouldn't have said doodad with a question mark at the end. Who's doodad?
Well, you could be a really good show host.
That's true. I could be. I'm not though. Who's doodad?
Doodad, he's a really cool guy. He does a whole bunch of projects. Like, he can build things. Like, he built a giant RC car for his kids.
Oh,
He
sweet.
gave advice in his early days.
Do you think he could build me a
Oh.
giant go-kart and save me $2,000?
You know, you should collab.
Oh, I will. Absolutely. I'll
Ah,
drive my
okay.
go-kart to his house. All
I
right.
see.
Do you have more suggestions?
And Nintendo.
Yes.
about it.
Yes.
Other than
Okay.
you.
So that's wholesome as well?
Yeah, Nintendo. Yeah, he can be a little on the edge, I guess.
Oh.
Nintendo.
What does he do that's a little on the edge, a little bit risque?
Well, he likes the Switch.
He does like the Switch, but that's not really risque, is it?
Maybe it is.
Are we talking like nip slip or?
What?
I'm just trying to figure out where Nintendo gets like a little bit unwholesome, you know?
Nintendo don't say that on stream.
Hey,
He does some
Christopher.
hot tub streams, right? I think I heard about that.
Yeah, that could be it. I would, yeah. Okay.
Okay,
All right,
well,
thanks
thank
for
you.
calling
Thank you for
in.
the suggestions.
I appreciate you. I just really wanted to hear how Nintendo gets risque.
I mean, hey, anything can happen.
I got one more person lined up so far.
Perfect. I think we're filling this out very nicely.
Okay, this is great. We're doing good.
All right, here we go. There you are.
All right.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, hi.
Hello, hello.
who's-
It's Siam from Canada.
Perfect. You were listening to the show, weren't you?
Yes, thank you.
Hello, Canada. What have you got for us? Hmm?
I'm saying someone for wholesome YouTuber. Actually, someone before already took one of mine. I wanted to say Leonhardt, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna add another one.
Do it.
A real breaking date.
Real-
It's all about positive vibes.
Yes, I know of them. We have never talked, but I look forward to messaging them if they win to let them know they have won a 2B award, which, if Eric and I are anything to go off of, that award's probably going to be 5 months late.
Oh, they're coming.
They're coming.
They're coming.
All right, great suggestions.
That's one thing. I want to add one more actually.
Okay.
Jonathan Morrison, one of our fellow general tech YouTubers. He's very wholesome, and he's actually going into doing some of his own passion stuff like music as well. So I thought he did this whole video on it, and I thought it was really cool. But I always find him really wholesome.
Yeah.
Very like comforting, soothing voice as well.
Okay, it's on the list. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We appreciate
Thank you very much.
No problem. I'm surprised. Like, I want to say you as well would, but I feel like that's cheating. Can you give yourself an award?
I think if I go in that category, just gonna win by default. So I think to be fair to everyone else, we should probably just keep my name out of
I mean,
all.
it's a dog-eat-dog world there, man.
I mean, I'm already in best animals, most handsome, best content on YouTube in general. So we should probably just, I have a mustache now.
You're in best animals. I think that works.
For my animals. Okay. All right. Goodbye.
Thank you for calling.
Goodbye.
Intern, I'm now remembering, didn't you have a little montage of people that...
Yes, I do.
Did you send that to me?
It's in the chat already.
Oh, can you play it at all? Is that possible?
If you give me a second, I think I can whip something up.
I will give you a second to whip something up.
While we wait,
have a sip. Do it. Those were great suggestions. I think the categories now, thankfully we didn't have any new ones added because now we don't have to worry about filling any out. So all the categories are pretty filled out. Throughout the week, I will get it all together. I'll put the tweet out. We'll figure out who the winner is. We'll figure out some grand prize for each category. This is a lot of work, Erek. Can we?
We'll deliberate.
Too late
and
to quit
you know
this.
What? While we wait for the intern to tee up this montage, go get yourself some merch at pixelempire.com. Make sure you get a mug, t-shirt, while supplies last.
While you can, they're running out. Intern, you got that for us?
Here we go.
Hey, this is Rapture here. I have a suggestion for you guys. I'm not sure what category it would fit into, but there is a YouTuber, Sweet Anita, and she's got Tourette syndrome, and she's great. If you guys can come up with a category she can fit into, I think you should check it out.
I would like to nominate Leonhardt for Most Wholesome YouTuber and H2O Delirious for Funniest Among Us content, and Corpse Husband for Best Voice.
Hey, Erek and the other guy. So for the Tubies Awards, which I think it's going to take off, going to be 10 times bigger than the Oscars, I would like to see a Best Minecraft YouTuber contest. I would like to nominate Dan CDM, DAN CDM. I would really like to see a Best Comedy YouTube channel, and I would like to nominate Jord Indian. And I would also like to see a Best...
I'd like to nominate Best Wind Tunnel Phone Call.
I was going to say...
Wait, hold on. Did my joke cover him saying, wait, I forgot, and then hang up?
Yes.
That's so good.
Oh my gosh.
All right, we'll add any of those to the list. Great.
Yeah, this is great. Look, we got a lot of homework to do. By homework, I mean we're going to do it literally about an hour
the day before
we
next week. Yeah. All right, we should move on.
Hey, you asked me at the beginning of the show how my week was going.
I did.
And I was like, I'll have to keep it brief.
Yes.
Got some stuff to say.
Yeah, don't want to give it away.
We're moving.
Oh, this is so strange, man. Since we've started this podcast and we haven't been able to talk about things off air, it's so weird talking to you every day and now finding out you're moving.
I know. I feel bad, like withholding information.
I know. It's like you're keeping secrets.
I know. Anyway, so we applied for a house. No. Let me backtrack a little bit.
Go all the way back.
We moved from the town that we were originally living in to stay with our in-laws back in June of last year. So we've been here for 11 months, guys. 11 months.
Almost a year.
Who's counting? So we've been looking for houses recently, and the housing market is really competitive here in the Surf Coast area. So look, it's really disheartening because there's you'll go to a house inspection and there will be literally 30 or 40 people looking through the house waiting to go in. So it's you feel that there's so much competition that you don't want to apply.
Mm-hmm.
So we found that there was a house that we really liked and we wanted to go to the inspection, and we just wanted to confirm the time. So I called the real estate and they're like, oh, somebody's already leased the house, but there is an open inspection if you want to go anyway. But it's why bother? So we figured, okay, wait till we find a house that we really like, apply for it before we can even see it. And fingers crossed. So that's what we did. So we applied for a house
before you even saw it.
before we even saw it. So we looked at the photos online. We liked it. It had 3 bedrooms.
But you
a nice
can
big...
never tell by the pictures, though. Is this buying a house?
No, we're just renting right now.
Okay, that's not as bad. That's not as bad. But you can still never tell by pictures.
Yeah, so like we apply for it, like our application is pending, and then if our application is like somewhat successful, the person in charge of this property will call us and say, "Are you still keen? Right?
Yeah.
Are you interested?"
Mm-hmm.
Which is what happened. So we had to look through it last week. It was great. We liked it. It was actually better than the photos. So hopefully I'll be able to shift everything in there at some stage.
Okay, when are you moving?
So our move-in date is the 21st of May.
Oh, soon.
So a couple weeks, but I may or may not be moving my setup yet because the way that internet works here, I'm sure it's the same as the US. You have to wait for somebody to come in.
Yes, dude, that was so annoying. If you wanted to get internet set up in Australia when you moved in, it would take like a couple weeks to get someone to come out, and they'd always have to I don't even know what they were doing out there physically, like with a drill, like connecting internet up to this house that's existed for 10 years already.
So what they do, I know what they do because I've done this. So I was part of the NBN, as it's called over here in Australia. The
part
NBN
of the problem,
rollout.
man on the inside.
So I know. So I was help doing the installations and like of all the fiber cables and stuff on the side of the street. So I was the guy that hooked up NBN in this area.
Mm-hmm.
A couple years ago. So all you do is you take the big silver thing that's on the side of the road, you open that up, you put a red wire and a white wire, and you jump it to the house connection, and that's it. So we have to wait 15 to 20 days.
What? Well, if you know how to do it, can't you get out there and do it?
If I had a key to open the thing, I could do it easily, very easily.
That's how they get you. They lock it.
So that's it. So I've put that in. I booked it in like 3 weeks in advance. So hopefully they come on the day. So that way.
So crazy how long it takes. There's not that many of y'all out there.
I know, it's ridiculous. So hopefully from like episode 13 onwards or something like that, I'll be in a new place with better streaming capabilities because my upload speed isn't that great here. So that's very exciting.
That is exciting. And that brings me like flashbacks to moving in, because I would move out all the time back in Australia. I moved house every like 6 months to a year, and I always had to do that, waiting 3 weeks for someone to come out. When we bought this house, literally called AT&T. We were like, "Hey, we need net." They turned it on the phone, and then I had net. That's how easy it is here.
I know.
Everything is easier here. Shipping. I can buy a go-kart right now and get it in 2 days. How long would it take you to get a go-kart in the mail?
It might not even clear customs.
No, I don't think it would.
It took me 20 days to get this shirt. Actually, 21 days to get this shirt in the mail.
I am excited for you to be in a better place, though, or at least a place that you're going to be happy with. Better internet. You know what speeds you're going to be getting? That's very important for me when I move house.
Yes. Well, that was the first thing I considered. Like when we were interested in the property, first thing I did was look up if this place was NBN capable.
And it is. So what's NBN? Is that fiber? Or is that like 1,000 up, 1,000 down?
It's fiber. But it's 25 up, 17 down.
That's not. we call fiber something very different here.
Believe me, I know.
I ate my hair again.
The
fiber here is 1,000 up, 1,000 down.
Yeah, the network infrastructure here is really, really bad. Because it's fiber infrastructure all around the country, but like when you get into the residential areas, it's still copper.
Was that you, intern?
No.
Was that me?
No, that was command.
That was.
I think someone used a command in chat.
I have this thing for when I live stream that I need to have actively open for it to work, and they can command "oof" in the chat. And I guess I left it open from last stream, and someone perfectly timed. I thought it was intern. I don't think we can top that.
That's pretty funny.
That's pretty funny. Shall we move on, or?
Yeah,
I think we should. I wish we could get one more oof to play us out, but. All right, we need to get to the bottom of a mystery here. An hilarious mystery, actually.
Yes.
Intern, can you get Elliot dialed up and on the phone, please? And I don't want to allude too much to what's happening here, but we had a valued viewer write in. They filled out the valued viewer form, which you can find at everythingstaken.net, a website URL that's about to change. But go there while you can. and find the valued viewer form. Fill it out. You can tell us a little bit about yourself, some embarrassing stories, your special skills. Please, with the special skills, we need some actual special skills on there. We're getting a lot of I can play the trumpet, which is great. Can't really play a game with that. But
And
Elliot,
we're getting a lot of people that can play the butt trumpet.
I don't want to even talk about it. Every single embarrassing story on that form has to do with pooping. Please, we have over 200 replies, 200 value viewers, and every single embarrassing story is about pooping their pants. We are not ever going to use that story. There are so many embarrassing situations that people get into in day-to-day lives that you could write in there that would be really fun to dissect and break down. Have you ever seen an episode of Seinfeld? They are consistently and constantly finding embarrassing situations in real-world life, and I want one of those. I don't want, I pooped my pants, and it...
So anyway, speaking of poop.
Somebody stop me. Do we have Elliot on the line?
Let's bring him in.
All right, here he is.
Hi, Elliot. How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, good. Thanks for waiting up. It's late over there in UK, right?
Yeah, it's just coming up to 2:30 now.
You don't have like work or school tomorrow or anything, do you?
No, well, I have uni, but that's at like 2 p.m. So I've got a lot.
That's fine. You're fine. Rock up when you rock up. Am I right? Homework. Who needs it?
Literally, yeah.
You wrote in with, as actually after going on the rant I just went on, it's kind of funny that I'm taking this call.
I said that.
But you wrote in about your roommate. Do you want to tell us what it is?
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
You want to tell us what it is you wrote about your roommate?
I think it's fake.
Yeah. True. Seriously, hand on heart, it is a true story. So I live with two other lads, and one of them's like 19, and the other one's like 27. So he's the one. There's a pretty big age gap, right? And one day I woke up. Well, I was sort of on my Xbox at the time, and I heard this like rubbing on my door. I was like, what's that noise? So I turn around and open my door. My flatmate, who's like 25, well, he's the older one. He's there with his bare bum, just casually rubbing it up against the door.
Why?
Mate, they do everything to try and annoy me. It's so joke.
Yeah, you wrote in to say your flatmates, both of your flatmates, you wrote keep. So it's a consistent thing.
They keep on doing it. They keep on doing it.
Keep wiping their bare butts on your door.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. So where my flat is, there's like my room, and then to the left is like my mate's flat room, my flatmate's room, and then a little bit further down, like the corridor is my other flatmate's room, and they always do it at like weird times. If I'm on the phone or if I'm in because obviously uni's all online, right? Yeah. If I'm in uni,
wait, are they doing it right now?
Hear this, rub. Right
now?
Oh no, they're asleep now. Well, one of them's asleep, the other one's gone back home. So,
all right.
Yeah.
So my first thing is, are your roommates okay? Do they have worms?
Oh my bloody hope. No. I didn't even think about that.
You put this in the form under you want us to peacefully confront them, and I want to peacefully get to the bottom of this. However, it is really late there right now. You said one is the main culprit asleep right now?
The main, he is. He's an old man, so he needs to get his views. We always joke about
just like a criminal to wipe and run and sleep. So if we called them right now, they probably wouldn't answer their phone, right? They're all tuck it out from a hard day's
Definitely
wiping.
Not.
Yeah. So what we'll probably have to do, since we record this show so late, is we're gonna have to call them in the week and come back to this next week.
Yeah.
So can you send us their number, whoever it is you want us to confront? Don't tell them.
Okay, yeah.
Don't tell them we're gonna be calling, and we're gonna try and get in contact with them. And I am going to find out. We'll figure out a good time with you, so we'll have you on the line as well. And I'll call them, and I will figure out what exactly is going on here and how we can get them to stop. Does that sound good?
Yes. Yeah, that's perfect.
All right. Is there anything about them that we can bring into this situation? Like about what does the main culprit do for a career?
Well,
he's a plumber.
Yeah, this is his only performance, right? This is it. Well, we both go to uni, and we both are in the same course, so you could probably say something about him, because he does he's a mix engineer and like a studio engineer, same as me.
So you would think a very smart person. The future of our country. Well, your country. Thank God I'm not there.
Oh mate, no. Oh, I guess you could probably bring up some music related thing. He likes like heavier music.
Okay.
Like
so music,
so,
uni,
like,
engineer, butt wiping.
Butt wiping. That's the key. The butt wipe.
Leave it to me. It's funny. It's funny that you say that. I do have a story where I was in a studio once, and the guy that was a recording engineer, like his crack was out. I don't know. It's just made me think of the time, like recording engineer, and then we're talking about bums, and this guy's bum was out the entire session. So I don't know. There must be something wrong. Look, I'm a recording engineer as well. I make sure that my belt is tight, and I'm not wiping on it.
Oh, you said
I always pull my
recording
pants up. I make sure that it's not sagging, because you can't walk around with like a saggy bum.
Yeah, I know.
Well, no, especially not after wiping on a door. You said recording engineer. All right, I didn't pick up on that. I thought like engineer, like building submarines or like buildings. Or...
No.
Oh, thank goodness.
No, definitely not.
Thank goodness. All right, leave that with us. We'll email you and we'll figure out a time where we can call them and get to the bottom of this and just hopefully get your door nice and cleaned up.
Let's get to the bottom of it.
The amount of anti-back wipes I've had to use and Dettol surface spray just to clean it and sanitize it.
And that's got to set you back. That's got to get expensive too.
Mate, he's got to. I rate some kind of money back on this. We could try and extort something from.
Oh, you want to try and get a refund on those wet wipes?
Yeah.
Really, the person buying wet wipes should be the roommate rather than the person dealing with the literally. All right, we'll get to the bottom of it. Don't you worry. Thank you for having us call you. We will call you again.
No worries, mate.
All right.
We'll be in touch.
Bye, Elliot.
Brilliant. Okay, sounds good, man.
That is a distressed man right there.
Did you hear he was shaking?
He's done. He's done. He doesn't know what to do with himself. And you and I, we really do have to get to the bottom of this.
Is it bad? The entire phone call I was trying to think of jokes.
I know. It really is, isn't it?
The bright side is he left it to the great crack team.
That's not bad, intern. That's not bad. Pretty sneaky, intern.
When it's funny, when we read it, I thought it was a farts.
That joke was kind of poop.
Move on.
All right. Do you want to look at iTunes? What's happening over there at iTunes?
Okay, so there's a lot of razzmatazz happening over at iTunes.com. A lot of people have put in some reviews.
Yeah, no, I did ask. I reached out because sometimes you just got to ask for those reviews, the 5 stars, and we've been getting them, and we really appreciate it. Do you want to read one of these out?
Yeah, I got to pull up the link here. Just bear with me because the link that was in our document does not work.
Yeah, it's not working, is it?
How do we find that?
Am I on the wrong one?
I don't know.
We had 5 reviews. I'm only seeing 3 now. Did 2 get deleted?
I don't know.
Is iTunes deleting our reviews? We're being silenced.
I don't like this.
We had 5 reviews the other day. It looks like we only have 3 now. I don't know what's going on.
I read them to you. Okay.
You did. You read a couple to me that aren't here anymore.
How do I find them?
Well, the link did work for me.
Technical difficulties here. Thanks, Apple.
Is it a technical difficulty, or are we?
I don't know.
At the hand of a crime, of a butt wiping on the door level of crime.
Well, it does say 18 ratings. I can only read 3 of them.
I know. It said 18 the other day, but there were 5 that we could read. So two have disappeared. I guess we'll read the 3 that we've got. But if you left a review on iTunes and it's missing, you've been silenced, and this is a travesty.
I can only pull up 1.
This is weird. Well, I'll read one of them.
Let me read the one that I can read. So
yeah,
that way you
do it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. 5-star review
of course.
From somebody. I got to say, as someone who only listened to the Jenna and Julian podcast and got bored with every other one that came across Apple's podcast platform, this one slams.
Hey.
Erek and the other guy have wondrous dynamic connection, and they genuinely make me laugh. I would expect nothing less.
I do love that. Thank you.
I'm hoping this podcast lasts for years to come, and I anxiously await the next one. Great. On a final note, whenever I hear Erek speak, it's like a soothing river at the perfect volume on a warm summer day.
I agree.
And then when wood comes in, and that water becomes ice, and winter hits rocks in motion with high decibels and chaos.
Wait, what? That's not nice.
I'm trying to make it like a.
Is that what they actually wrote?
That is genuinely what they wrote.
My voice isn't that bad. Come on.
Hey, come on, chill. But I do wish the volume between the two was more consistent, so it's not me constantly turning the volume up and down in my car on the way to and from work. Okay, great job. Also love the intro. Yeah, so look, the show's a work in progress. We're figuring things out. It's happening.
Look, I'm doing the best I can. That is actually an issue that we had at the start, and I hope it's better now. But if you're watching this live, you would have just heard that my Rodecaster, which I bought for this podcast, is on the fritz. The audio levels just keep bouncing around. I try and equal out Erek and I at the start of every call, and then I either creep louder or creep softer or just blow the microphone out. So I'm gonna replace it, but I'll read another one here. Fun variety talk show podcast. I catch the podcast in its live form on Twitch. Wood and Erek have a great rapport with each other, with the intern, and with the valued viewers and the listeners who call in. Erek composes the music and contributes great knee slapper dad jokes. Please do not encourage this man. Please do not encourage this man. Wood's experience and knowledge of streaming, knowledge of how much it's frustrating, really shows in the production of the live cast since there are so many elements to control. Thank you. I'm glad someone appreciates the hard work that goes in on this side of the podcast. Erek gets to sit there with his lovely, soothing voice. I have to be the one that controls it.
Yeah.
And his personality shines, and he has so much fun throughout each segment of the show. Fist bumps only. I am loving these reviews coming in. Keep them up.
Woo.
We appreciate the 5 stars.
We've got one more.
Oh, you want to read one more?
Why not? It's only 2 sentences. Awesome show. I don't listen to podcasts often, but this podcast has me hooked. Wood and Erek are funny, and I look forward to the podcast each week. Us too. Thank you. That's very kind of everybody to leave reviews.
We do really appreciate it. And we wanted to read those here as a nice little cap off and send off for the show, because the show is coming to an end.
This is the very last episode 9 of the show.
No, the show isn't coming to an end, but things are changing. Not the basic format, not the feeling, not the gags, not pretty much the show itself is staying intact. But the general vibe, feeling, and theme of the show is changing. There are going to be changes. And we don't want to give away too much of it or allude to too much of it, but I'll say that so far everything we've done to change has been amazing. We are loving it. We are very excited. It's going to be a little bit of a refresh moving forward. I am just so stoked and wish I could say more. I think the only thing we can really allude to is if you do want one of these shirts or these mugs, and the gold mug, which still has not been found, there is very limited time left to get these designs. And I guess that is where I'll leave it. But for those that might figure out what I'm meaning here, there is also going to be a special little celebration for the, what should we call it? Initial valued viewers, the very early valued viewers. We'll think of some fun name for the early club of people that were on board supporting us.
OGVV.
The OGVV supporters will always hold a very special place in our heart moving forward, and we will know that they are the real ones. When this show is getting 5,000 views every episode on iHeartRadio, we will remember our OGVVs as they flash their shirts and their mugs. And that was episode 9.
That's it. That's it. It's in the tank now. I guess we just have to move on with ourselves.
Do I bring the mustache back for episode 10?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, great. All right, cool. All right, that's it. Intern, any possibly final words?
Oh man, so much pressure. Fist bumps only.